Let's meet the starting lineup from New Orleans. At power forward, Sean Bradley. At point guard, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. At center, Yao Ming. At the other forward position, Giannis Antetokounmpo. At the other guard position, Tracy McGrady.
Shooting guard position at 6'6" number 24, Kobe Bryant.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Bradley is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Yao. And it's McGrady in at the 2 guard. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Wade on the wing. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander against Wade. Shoots. And that one goes long. The Celtics on offense. Into the lane, and Wade slams it in.
When he goes at the rim, Wade is always looking to slam it home. He's been doing this for a long time.
Here's Giannis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Antetokounmpo against James for 3. Rebound by Yao Ming.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And talking about LeBron James, Steve, he still is on the hunt for more championships.
Kevin, that hunger is still evident. He's all about finishing his career on a strong note, which includes winning as many titles as possible.
One of the very best. Wade will get you the rock.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for New Orleans. From deep. The rebound by James.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And Howard with the second chance points.
Boy, he carved out a lot of space down low. Dwight Howard's a guy who works to get rebounding positioning.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
New Orleans shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he hits the first of 3.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
And he sinks the second. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Bradley kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a deep 3. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's the Celtics ball for 3. Kobe. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition. And the fans love it as well.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Dwayne Wade's miss. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Celtics making a switch here. Yao's checked back in. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
James looking around. Inside. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Duncan, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Pierce comes in for James. Roy's checked in for Bryant. And Paul's subbed in for Wade. Six to shoot. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Rodman outside. In the corner, Bull with it. For the three. Rebound, Roy.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Pass to Pierce. Right wing. Here's Paul. The kick out to Pierce. Passes it to Roy. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And his passing is probably the most underrated part of his game. Pierce is a terrific playmaker on that wing.
Here's Stackhouse. No scoring in this one. Paul against Harden. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Anthony's checked in for Boston.
Checking in for Boston, Carmelo Anthony.
It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. Roy from outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Roy's got 6 points.
They trust Roy at the arc because he's pretty selective. He takes the shots he believes he can make.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5. Boston leading by 3. Here's Anthony. Here's Duncan. Yes, that goes in.
And that's leadership right there. Anthony wanting to work the rock.
Gilgeous-Alexander serves as we wrap up the first quarter. Boston on top, up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got Carter. Bradley is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. Some changes for New Orleans. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Bradley. Bol comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's James Harden in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Jordan the pass to Bol. The three. Trains the three-pointer. Bol's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And you can't forget about Bol's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the three in today's game.
First personal foul. First team
The
foul.
Celtics shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. First one falls for him.
As Gasol continues to work on his shooting range, guess what? His free throw percentage has been creeping up as well. Probably not a coincidence.
And so he hits both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And the dunk by Bull.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Now here's Wade. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender, right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside Bryant. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. And then for New Orleans, Rodman, he's checked in for Bull. And Jerry Stackhouse is subbed in for Michael Jordan. Rodman looking it over. 9 feet out. Excellent D from Wade.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
The raw power of James excels at taking on physical defense and finishing.
Now here's Abdul-Jabbar. Hasn't made one yet. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. And some changes here for the Celtics. Yao, he's checked in for Nowitzki, and Parker subbed in for Kobe. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Bull, he's checked in for Rodman. Giannis comes in for Vince Carter. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Jerry Stackhouse. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for James Harden. Now, here's Bull. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Over Parker. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Pass to LeBron. The jump hook and the rejection by Giannis. Here's McGrady. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And some changes here for the Celtics. Pierce comes in for James. And it's Roy in for Dwayne Wade.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now here's Parker. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Howard. And Bull sends it back. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Down low and stolen by Howard. Roy with it. Now McGrady defending. Shoots from 14. Boston again missing. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 13-5 run. Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. And he hits the jump shot. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
1:15 left in the first half of the game. McGrady outside. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Yao. Anthony comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Paul in for Parker. Now, here is McGrady, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Roy from outside hits the three-point bomb. Roy's got 9.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They can't be afraid to keep pushing the basketball in transition because in a half-court set, they're struggling a little bit.
Anthony's shot is off.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
New Orleans leading by 5. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Smooth shot from Shea at the arc, letting his mechanics do the hard work.
And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their field. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Wade. So with Paul on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Wade out there with Bryant. Then there's Nowitzki. Then it's James. And it's Howard in at the center position.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. To the inside, Wade. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it. Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
From downtown, the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
LeBron outside. Back to Bryant. Over onto Tacumbo. Here's Howard. Yao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
McGrady outside. Good on the triple. And it's a 9-point New Orleans lead.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
And he lays it straight in. McGrady's got 10 points.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And the Celtics making a change here. Yao's checked back in. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Boston. Nowitzki outside. Stackhouse against Yao. Bryant passes to Nowitzki. And he can't stop the run as he misses. New Orleans leading by 11. Bradley kicks to Harden. Rodman outside. And the pass to Stackhouse. 4 on the shot clock. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, with Stackhouse's ability to attack the rim, that three-point shot is going to usually be there for him. Defend him too close on the perimeter, and you're risking a blow-by.
Offensive rebound. Yao, that's good.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by New Orleans.
New Orleans with the ball. Stackhouse outside. Here's the three. Out to KD.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And it's New Orleans scoring again.
One of the purest shooters we've ever seen. Durant doesn't need time to get set up.
1:53 left here in the third quarter. Pass to James. LeBron steps it home.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. And then for New Orleans, Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Bradley. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Stackhouse. Unloads from 13. The shot by Paul, no good.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
And the passing ability of James Harden, elite.
Boston trails by 16. Lob pass to Gasol. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Good luck trying to guard Brandon Roy. This guy can do it all out there.
Anthony's checked in for the Celtics. And New Orleans also making a change. Carter, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Roy, and Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Here's Harden. The 19-footer is on the money. Harden's got 6 points.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes. He just makes scoring look so effortless. It's why you love watching Roy play the game.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And so it's New Orleans. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. New Orleans leading by 15. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Harden. Bradley is out there with Yao. Then there's Stackhouse. And it's Carter in at the small forward position. Here's Stackhouse. Shot clock at 6. Good on the three-point shot. Stackhouse has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for New Orleans. Poke loose. Stackhouse with the steal. Harden with it. Wade picks him up. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Stackhouse. And New Orleans leads by 20. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight. All game long, they've been challenging or blocking shots.
Bryant's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Carter against LeBron. Carter kicks to Bradley. Now Stackhouse. 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Durant's checked in for New Orleans. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for James Harden. Boston trails by 20. Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating.
The defender right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Left side Durant. It's stolen by Wade. To stop the run. And LeBron with the layup.
And you can't be reckless with the ball around Wade. That's a recipe for getting your pocket picked.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the three. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First team foul.
That's on Dwayne Wade.
And you can see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander thinking out there in a good way. He really studies every situation.
Second free throw, no good. And he nails the third. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kobe draws the double. Passes it to Nowitzki. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Bryant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And what makes Kobe next level, the instinct for the game, an ability to just see it before it happens.
Stackhouse outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for New Orleans. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Boston. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from Wade.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And Bryant kicks to James. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Stackhouse against Bryant. Puts up a 3. No good from Stackhouse. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Another slam in the career of Dwight Howard. He's done that a few times.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And he gets it to go.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
No coverage that time.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Gilgeous-Alexander against James. Stackhouse with the steal. KD on the wing. James defending. Durant against James. Durant dishes to Bradley. Over to the left wing. Stackhouse, good.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here.
A big thank you to all you fans who made it out tonight. Your support is what makes this possible. Please drive home safely.
Forward, standing 7'2", number 10, Bull.
Here we go. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Now here is Hardaway. Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got Howard. Hardaway is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Lewis. And it's O'Neal in at the 5. Now here's Bull after Shaquille O'Neal's miss. The pass to Bull. McGrady outside. Connects from three-point range.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Hardaway against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's New Orleans. It's a three-point game. From deep three-point land. Rebound by the Magic. Lewis on the wing. Defended by Yao. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Another miss by Orlando. McGrady against McGrady. Pass to Rodman. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Hardaway. 3 on the clock. From deep, Rodman, the offensive rebound. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Second shot opportunity, and the shot goes down.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Here's McGrady, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for New Orleans. Stackhouse comes in for Dennis Rodman.
One of the most ferocious scorers in the game. McGrady's length and athleticism is so difficult to contain.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint, out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
And here's Abdul-Jabbar. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. From outside the arc. That one, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
I love watching Lewis with the hammer on that one, refusing to just lay it up.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Hardaway. He gets it in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Hardaway. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard still has more than enough lift here to finish off plays like that.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bull. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. New Orleans making some changes here. Hunter comes in for McGrady. And it's Maravich in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Francis, defended by Carter. Stackhouse against Anderson. Here's Francis, kicks it to Grant. Over Bull. Another miss by Orlando. Hill against Stackhouse. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the left wing, stolen by Anderson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Nick Anderson.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, match.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Durant's checked in for Stackhouse. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And both free throws good for Anderson. And so here is New Orleans. Outside, Maravich. Carter left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Francis. That one a little long. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, that was a nice find by Francis. He spots a wide open man and hits him in rhythm.
A nice shot by Carter.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Down low. Here's Vucevic. He can't hit that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Magic.
The Orlando team, 11. And your new big squad.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Maravich is out there with Irving, and there's Carter. Then it's Bol. And it's Abdul-Jabbar right at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Tries from 7, and they pick up 2. Abdul-Jabbar's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for New Orleans.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways. Signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
No good from Irving.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Doubled by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Lewis, and it's off the back rim, no good. New Orleans trails by 3. Carter drives in, and Vince Carter with the slam.
And so tenacious on the attack. I love seeing Carter go all the way on that one.
Carter's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Inside, Scott kicks to McGrady. And it's sent back by Irving. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Bol against Lewis. Carter, the pass to Maravich. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And Bol wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's McGrady. Howard trying to free himself up. The shot by McGrady, no good. And so here is New Orleans. Carter. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar. Some changes for New Orleans. Durant's checked in for Carter. Stackhouse comes in for Irving. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Maravich. Then for the Magic, Shaq comes in for Scott, and Armstrong subbed in for Tracy McGrady. Got that one up quick. Armstrong's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Hardaway kicks to Armstrong. And it's off from three-point range. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. His 5th missed shot from the field. He's made 3 to the inside. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Hill. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. New Orleans trails by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 51 seconds left now here in the second. New Orleans moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Puts up a deep 3. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Hill against Durant. Hill, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
Here's Francis. And that one released in time, but no good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys.
23, the Orlando team. 23.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's New Orleans, and so in the game for the Magic, Grant is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Lewis in at the 3 spot. McGrady passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. For the lead, the long-distance 3 is buried. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points of the 3rd quarter up on the board for New Orleans.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
With some arc, the shot's good. McGrady's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
What muscle from McGrady right there, brushing off the defense with ease.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
You just don't realize how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. And that was sweet.
Hardaway against Gilgeous-Alexander. O'Neal looking around. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
McGrady passes to Yao. Outside, Rodman. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. With the shot. Bull can't hit. Orlando trails by 4. Hardaway with it. Guarded now by Yao. Hardaway, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Buries the long-range jumper. McGrady's got 5 points now this quarter.
And is there any shot T-Mac doesn't have?
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Everyone get loud and put your hands together for your New Orleans Sixers.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. McGrady's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. To the left side wing. Here's Sprewell. Kept alive. Out to Maravich. Pass to Stackhouse. Clock at 6. Launches it. Rebound by the Magic.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Magic have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. That free throw, no good. That's off as well, so he misses both.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Stackhouse outside. Puts up a deep 3. Second chance shot. Abdul-Jabbar kicks the Bulls. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Stolen by Lewis. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. Got a piece of it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Stackhouse. First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for the Magic, Dennis Scott. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And it's tied up with that one. So both teams changing it up here. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for New Orleans. Steps back and fires. Scott pulls it in. Here's Lewis with the drive.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Magic leading by 3. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. From 11 feet away. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And this is the type of pressure Lewis puts on defenses, skilled at drawing contact on the shot.
Hill, he's checked in for Orlando. Anderson comes in for McGrady.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rare to see him miss.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4.
And every season SGA seems to up his offensive game, which is why he's an all-star caliber talent.
Here's Orlando now. 3-point lead. For Orlando, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And that one falls for Armstrong. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. And both free throws good for Armstrong. 107 left in the third. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Armstrong dishes to Lewis. It's blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander against Armstrong. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander puts it up. Offensive rebound. Rodman outside. Yao to pass to Bull. Gilgeous Alexander, that's a two-pointer. On a miss, boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous Alexander.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Armstrong, and it's Vucevic in the corner. Down low. And Hill throws it down.
This player, Vucevic finding his man all alone.
And so it's Orlando headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Magic leading by 7. We've got Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Dennis Rodman. And there's Carter. And it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And this is what Scott's being paid to do. He has great confidence from distance, as well he should.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Orlando.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
And he's good on the second.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Here's Hardaway. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. On defense, New Orleans. Here's Hardaway. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And it's that in-between area, the mid-range. It's where Hardaway is probably most comfortable with his shot.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Second personal foul. Second team.
That's good from Gilgeous Alexander.
From New Orleans, Shea Gilgeous Alexander.
Gilgeous Alexander hits them both. Magic leading by 8. They get a hand on it. Tries to save it. O'Neal kicks to Hardaway. With the floater. Put it down! Wow!
My gracious, way to get up.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Rebounded by Hardaway. And it's Orlando's ball. And McGrady with a clear path to the hoop.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
In the corner, Irving with it. Scott against Carter. From deep, Gilgeous Alexander. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady. McGrady's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hardaway, good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Fires from way outside. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. From deep, Gilgeous Alexander. A 3-pointer is right on target. Gilgeous Alexander's got 16 here in the second half. To the paint, here's Hardaway, and that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Gilgeous Alexander against Hardaway. Shoots off the step back, and it's Gilgeous Alexander missing. Inside, And there's Penny Hardaway on the assist by McGrady.
Tracy McGrady.
McGrady's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hardaway with it. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. O'Neal. And O'Neal is right there. And the Magic lead by 17.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
From deep. They're leading by 14. 1:53 left here in the 4th quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Tracy McGrady.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. New Orleans trails by 16. Outside, Maravich. Lets it go from deep. Carter kicks to Maravich. Three-pointer. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to go on Penny Hardaway. Free throw good, Maravich.
And Maravich, the skill set, how savvy he is, and then the showmanship that he brings to the table. I don't know that we've ever had a guy more creative at the game of basketball.
Magic leading by 13. To the middle. Here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Here's Maravich. Maravich missing again. Hardaway with it. Lobbed up there for Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Irving looking for an opening. The 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
This one for 3. And it's rebounded by Dr. J, Julius Irving. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Maravich. Excellent D from Howard.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And guys, in the open court, that's where Dr. J has you holding your breath. He is a human highlight reel.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin.
Thanks for coming out to support your team. Make sure to